every state we are finding about 300,000 vaccine vials have got wasted. Is there a solution? I mean, it appears at the moment that we don't have a solution to vaccine wastage. Do you see a solution, Dr. Pandya?
Thank you, Rajdeep, for having me on the show. I haven't seen that much of wastage. I'm not aware of that much of wastage, at least in the state of Gujarat, from whatever I know. But I think there are technical aspects and logistics aspects to what we are discussing. I'd like to focus more on the technical aspects. The first thing is that we have to know, this all began because of complacency in January when we had the cases coming down and we were not serious about the vaccines, taking the vaccine. So we had to educate people. I think two things are clear. Number one, let's not forget that vaccines reduce mortality, and it has definitely happened so in terms of healthcare workers. If you look at the number of people who've died, it's definitely lesser than last year. The second thing is, if you look at the CT scans, as a clinician, I know they're definitely better than people who have not been vaccinated. So the first thing that needs to be hammered is that vaccines are definitely saving lives, and that's the first aim that we need to fulfill. The other thing is that we can identify, what do we do with the vaccine which is available once they are available, because we'll still be short of the number of vaccines. The first thing to do is to identify patients, people who have already been infected. People could themselves say, once you have been infected, you're going to be all right for the next 3 months. So you could give a chance to another, simple things like these. The other thing is that if you have been infected and you receive, if you have been infected and you receive, if you have been infected and you receive the first shot of the vaccine, then you're going to have antibody titers which are going to be good for 3 to 6 months from now. So you won't probably need the second shot of the vaccine. That's what most studies show. These simple technical things. The other thing which you said, like the Sputnik Light vaccine, even one vaccine dose has almost all these vaccines, whether you count the protein subunit vaccine or the adenovirus vaccines. Even one dose is known to have a 50 to 60% protection rate, and definitely mortality. So one vaccine, and they can go on with the other one. You can postpone it by like an adenovirus vaccine by 8 to 10 weeks. So that's also going to be fine.
But
yes, Radhi.
Let me come back though to the logistical nightmare that lies ahead. Dr. Trehan, you're talking about redesigning it. Let me just throw you some numbers. A press statement of the Government of India dated May 3rd tells us that the center will receive 18.4 crore doses from Serum Institute and Bharat Biotech over May, June and July. This amounts to 20 lakh doses a day. I'm quoting from an article today in the Express. As a result, states and private hospitals together will have only 8 to 10 lakh doses per day left. That's 50-50. And remember, we have 29 states and union territories which will all have to get it. Plus, you have the external commitments, contracts with private hospitals. I mean, at the end of the day, the problem is the demand is going to far outweigh the supply going into July and August. We are one of the few countries where the infections are rising at the moment while vaccinations are reducing. So while you say redesign and go back to the basics, the sheer logistical challenge is what worries me, Dr. Trehan.
So you are questioning the old system, which the only deficiency in the old system was that not enough vaccines were available to bring it down to 18. The rest of the system was working quite nicely. There were, if you saw, there were really no complaints. It was ironed out very nicely. Okay, now if there were some deficiencies in it, of course they can be tweaked. But the point is now, if the government and with its machinery is finding a logistical nightmare, which you call, what would happen if you throw it out in the market with such shortages? Black market will start. We are already being offered vaccines by people who may have cornered it at a higher price. So it's a market dynamics. Whenever there is demand outpaces supply, there is going to be a disruption in the marketplace. So orderly, we keep going.
No, my point is, should we be considering compulsory licensing, mass production, and procuring it directly from manufacturers and provide it free of cost to everyone? Why commercialize it? Provide it free of cost to everyone.
So banners don't work. Actualities work. So if you're going to have a meaningful debate, we must look at the real stuff. What is the reality? The reality is today we are producing 7 crore shots a month. With Sputnik coming in, and I don't have full visibility into there, but there is a promise that by the end of this month, the 7 crores will go up to 9 to 10 crores a month. Okay. Now, what are the things we can do to supplement that? One is to
Right.
encourage the present manufacturers to ramp up. That, I think, they have been given now financial assistance to move forward as fast as possible. Second is to say, scour the world for where are the stockpiles which we can access at whatever price. Because to supplement this need, if
Right.
people who can
Right.
afford 1,500 rupees and they can take away the burden from the government to vaccinate everybody else, then so be it. If Johnson & Johnson is willing to pay, and I'm not sure, does anybody have data that there are stockpiles somewhere? We keep talking about it. There is how much has the United States done? Its population is 1/4 of ours. They still have not been able to complete it, although they started 2 months ahead of us. So it's easy to be armchair general
Right.
and give lectures on TV and give lectures and seminars. Look at the reality. The government has a huge task on its hands with
So the
130
reality, Dr. Trehan, is we are, sir, we can be armchair critics, but reality is that we are vaccinating fewer people in the first week of May compared to the first week of April. And that's shocking.
exactly what my point is. You're making my point. My point is just that by disrupting the system and throwing it open like that, I mean, I would like to use some other words, but I will not. The point is, the poor people, the
Okay.
people who cannot have access, people who are weaker in the system will be deprived. And I'm fighting for the equity of it. I am saying we
Okay.
should have an equitable distribution
Got
from everybody down to the last man on the ground. Whether it takes long, how we increase the supplies, but no matter
Fair
what it is, even if you have 100, let's distribute it properly to everybody in this country. Why should it be hogged up by anybody who can give a big check and say, I can take it, so let the rest go to wherever they are going.
Okay.
It's not the right policy for India. It is going to
Okay,
create a
point
huge
taken.
problem. Yeah, I'm saying this very clearly.